As far as resources from the Jewish tradition in addressing the challenge of HIV/AIDS, there are two issues here. One is the obligation of healing, and this is considered to be a religious imperative based upon biblical injunction, but especially developed within the rabbinic tradition. And therefore anyone who is in pain and who needs healing and who is suffering, we are obliged to respond to them. But the foundation of that is the more essential issue, and this issue is relevant here not just to healing, but to the treatment and to the way we relate to people who are victims of HIV/AIDS and those who are affected by it beyond the immediate victims. And that principle is the affirmation that every human being is created in the divine image, and that any act of disrespect towards another human being is an act of disrespect towards God himself. This is the most powerful imperative that must orientate the way we respond to people, to all people, but especially people who have been afflicted, whether consciously or unconsciously, directly or indirectly. Whoever are afflicted, it is our responsibility not only to respond to them, but to affirm their human dignity, their divine-given human dignity. Well, I think the common ground for faiths, religions to respond to the challenge is precisely that we are one human family, all created in a divine image, that we have responsibility to one another. There's a beautiful little midrash, a homily of a sages, that talk of a people in a boat. And one man starts making a hole underneath his seat. And the others say, "What are you doing?" He said, "It's none of your business, it's my seat." But they say, if you make the hole there, we'll all drown. And that, I think, is a metaphor for humanity today. Nobody, especially today in the global village, can say it's just my seat and I can separate myself from the rest of the people in the boat. This is part of our own self-enlightenment and of our responsibility for humanity at large. What a question. Of course God loves people with HIV. God loves everyone, but Jewish tradition teaches God loves especially those who are vulnerable, those who are marginalized, those who are often disregarded by others. God's love is greatest. And in fact, that demands of us the greatest love. We have to love our neighbors of ourselves. We have to love the stranger, but especially those who are the alien, the orphan, the widow, those who are suffering, the poor and afflicted. This is the clear biblical imperative.